You said your work scattered, right? Hello. So what I will do this morning is this. For us to get this timestamp, I will do it for one, then I will now replicate it. So for my work in the HTML that I have here, I will just, because that is actually for the video grid. So let's see something that is going on here. What is carrying all of this thing is video grid, right? That's what carry all of them together. Are we looking at the board? Video grid carry everything together. If you look at what we have, when I collapsed, everything was collapsed. So meaning this one has its own, okay, this one has its own. All right, so what I would do now, I will delete from here down. I will delete from here down. Okay, I will delete to this side, delete everything, so that I will have only this inside. Okay, then I have my video grid carrying everything. So if I save this, I go to my browser, I refresh, you will see that it's only one that I should be having there now, which is this guy. So what I want to do now, I want to get the timestamp on this one, then I will now replicate it. Just copy and paste everything to take the shape. Do you understand? Okay. What is on doing? So now let's go back. So we are dealing with this guy, this video grid. So inside the video grid, we are looking at this. Now remember, we said we talk about our positioning. What we talk about position relative and position what absolute. So we need to get div that will set to position what relative. They will now get another div that will set to position absolute. They will now move it inside the what, the relative. Absolute will be moved inside the what, inside the relative. So what I'm going to do here, that means I should create another div. We have a div called thumbnail row here. Yes, that is coming after this. Even this video preview self, is it really, this video preview was not doing anything again for us now. So why it was this still here? This video preview is not having any effects. Let me see what's on it doing. Because we now use, even the CSS, we have removed video preview. I don't know if you get it. Is CSS. The video preview was being used for, we'll talk about block and inline block. Now that we have introduced grid and flex, and we have used video preview to get our grid. Look at your CSS. I think it's coming from the video CSS. Now inside the video CSS, we only have video grid. Even video preview now is nothing there again now. So this one is good as useless. So where are we still having the div inside there? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I have to look for a way to remove this guy. So I'm going to remove this. All right. Or let me comment it out. Then I'll come down here. I think it was this one that collapsed. I'll comment it out too. So if you save it, nothing will still happen to your code. Okay. So what's going on now is this guy is looking for a parent. Then I have a thumbnail role as a div. Then this one is having a what? A thumbnail. Then I have 3 div to close it. The video info grid is one carry all these ones, right? Then this one, the thumbnail carry this one. Okay. I think let me leave that in there. I think I have to. Let me leave it there. So let's just talk to, it's inside a div, but we did not do anything with the div. All right, all right. For us to actually get, for us to actually get a grid, for us to actually get a grid, we have to have two grid, Abby. So we now convert the first one into what? A grid. Then we now get our template column. All right. But the class is not relevant. This class is not relevant. This class is not relevant because I did not use the class again. So that class is not relevant. What's not showing there now? You can see the class is not, it's not actually relevant. I think let me put this in like this. And I must finish this work today by fire, by force. So now what I would do here now is this. Since I want to place a timestamp there, so I'll place it inside this thumbnail row div. All right, because if you look at the sample that we have here, all right, the sample that we have here, column 20. So if I have it as 14 column 20, presently this thing will look very awkward. All right, it's looking very awkward. But we now go to our CSS and what, and get the logic done. That's the only thing we need to place inside there. Then you go to your CSS and add it. So you go to your header CSS, the header CSS. All right, so you have to call the div that this guy is carrying, the div that this one is carrying. What this div is called what? This parent div is called thumbnail row now. So we need to make thumbnail row position relative. We now make video time position what? Absolute. So that's what we do. Have I even called thumbnail row at all yet? No. No. I've not called it. Have you? Yes, video CSS. What do we have inside? We only have, no. It's only thumbnail. Okay, we only have a margin button. So let's make it a position what? Relative. So then the new guy we brought into the environment, which is the video what? The video time. So we are giving it position absolute. Because position absolute is inside position what? Position relative. What's not terminated? Video CSS. All right, so what we need to talk to now, we talk to this guy more, this one. So the first thing we do now, let's turn the font size. Let's get the font size. The font size we are giving it 12. Okay. Then the font family is going to be Roboto. Then area font size 12 pixels. Font family Roboto. Now load, give me area. Then font weight, we have Google font already here, so font weight, let's give it 500. That's what we brought this into the environment. Then the next thing I'm going to do now, I need to get the background color, right? Let's set the background color to be black. Then the text color white. Thank you. Text color is color, right? color. So we are seeing what is inside it now. If I increase this browser, see now it's coming presently inside. Remember we say for us to move it, you need to begin to what, change the value of your right, left, and what, center, right? So what I'm going to do right now, I want to take it up. If I want to take it up, so I'm going to call, if I take it to the bottom, let's say I want it to have 8 pixels. Let's put it to the bottom. Let's see, bottom. Okay, let me just say take it to the top so that you see something. Top is 0, right? Problem is 0. If I save it to 0, you can see that is on top of the what? Please, can you bring that this and that? It's on top of the. It's not the image now. You know that you can't put anything on image. Is on the div because the image is inside the what? A container. So it's on top of the what? Of the container. That's why you are seeing it. Which the image is inside the what? The same container. So I can get. So I can. If you look at the sample we have here, it's not top. I think this one is at the bottom, but towards the what? The right. So we have to call that. So let's pass in bottom property there. Bottom. Let me see bottom of 8 pixels. So 8 pixels at the bottom. So this is 8 pixels at the. I need to what? Take it to the what? To the right. So call your what? Your right property. If I say right of 0, you know it to be exactly at the edge. But the sample we have here, is this person chatting me up? Godwin, don't peer with us. Hello. I don't know why this guy has not returned from Lagos. I don't know why you've not returned from Lagos since.
I don't know.
But this one that is going off and going on.
I'll jackpot.
It's okay. Can you see the screen now?
I will leave them here and go.
Can you see the screen now?
No, 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 no.
No, the screen is showing now. Check.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
Now
so
it's showing now.
so we now have it right. We don't need to be 0. That's why you see that it's placed at the what? At the edge of the what? Of the right. So for us to take it out a bit, we can set a pixel for it. So we give it a pixel of. If I give you something like 10 pixels, all right. What do you have? Is it not too much? It's too much, right? Let me give it 5 pixels. Okay, I think this one is friendly a bit. So what do we need to do now? If you look at this sample that we have here, you will notice that this is not a perfect curve. If you can zoom this thing, this container is not a perfect curve. It's not a perfect edge, sharp edge. So it's like there's a round corner here. So we have to call the border radius property to adjust this. So let's call our border radius. So give it a border radius of 2 pixels. It's not obvious, but we know that something is inside what's there. All right. Now you can see that this one now, we've gotten this sample. Do you get it? We've gotten this sample. So the next thing I will do now, I will just duplicate this. If I say you should go and be putting it, each it. If you want to stress yourself, fine. So if you want to, you can do it too. You are laughing. You can do it, sha. If you want to do it that way, so what you just need to do, you locate that. You now be looking. You locate before after the image that div inside. Okay, you put the div. Just put this one there. Then go to the next one. Put it there, like that, like that. You can do it now. Then the only thing that you are styling is the video what time. It's still a shortcut for you because you know if you make it one, you have to be changing the pictures. Do you get? Joy, do you understand what I just explained? What I just said is this. For you now you have all your image, you have gotten the sample. For you not to disturb yourself too much, you can copy, type, go inside your thumbnail row, abi your thumbnail row on this your this guy here. That's the first one. It's the only one that me I even have now safe. So go inside that thumbnail row there. This your image that you have here, leave it there. But the only thing you bring in is this div with a class of video time. Then for this one now is 14 minutes 20 what seconds. So you pass it there. So you copy this. After you've done this, you copy it. You now be putting it in all of them that you have. But let me duplicate some first so that
So I will need to look it for all the top names then.
for all the thumbnails, yes, for all the thumbnails. This thing, if you are not careful, this thing will throw you off balance. It's confusing. Hmm? So if I save now, so what did I do? This is a crazy layout, man. What did I do? I just paste it. So what I was telling you, Joy, is this: you just go here, instead of you to be having your duplicate, just go there, copy this one that you have done, paste it in all the thumbnail word to row. Finish. Then you go to your CSS and style it. Then you are in a good shape. Is that okay? The CSS, okay. Okay, the other another screen. Please, I must finish easy today. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And then Okay.
Yeah, so I realized the last time you gave us that assignment, when I tried doing my the what is it called? My home scattered in the sense that everything that was in form of grid before turned into column.
Mm, it has to do with a tag that you opened that it did not close. So you have to check the header tag, that your head tag, and see if you close it. Then you also check the sidebar and see that's just tag that will make it scatter like that. But for you now, you can do only one, then duplicate it. Since your own is getting scattered. The way I did this my own now, you can do it and duplicate. I'm not talking about you guys here.
Okay, sir.
Sorry, let me check. It's 8:22. Man, you guys should be fast about this now. Is it okay? Good. Rafael is very fast. Joy, are you true? Hmm? So the next you want to look at now, some people will ask you, there's something I want to do on this, I want us to do on this thing. There's no footer on it. On the original YouTube, you know YouTube don't have footer. Have you seen YouTube that have footer? You know what we call footer in the website? That background, that down part that you now see about, contact, all those small things you are seeing there. The logo of the company you see there, that's what we call footer. So because of this kind of a project, I want to demonstrate footer still on this our YouTube work. All right. So maybe I'm going to. You want to ask a question?
Please, can you scroll
Down here.
No, the CSS one.
This is the last now.
No, just that.
Top new rule, just have position relative there. That's the only thing we had there. So what I will now do again, possibly YouTube don't have header. Okay, we already have header on our YouTube. So we can now put a link there. When they click on it, you go to another page. That page will demonstrate form. All right, how to use form. Then we put a link there again. When you click on it, you go to another page. That page will demonstrate how to use what table. So by then, I know that I've covered everything you need to know about HTML. Is that okay? Everything you need to know about HTML. They will now move to what? to Bootstrap. I want us to start Bootstrap next class. So are we good? So we need you guys to be fast too. So let's now go to I hope you know we don't have time, Sha. What you know now, you will see. Although we're adding 2 weeks to your class, for those classes that you miss. But notwithstanding, we still have to be fast. Which one? It's just video time that we have. Okay, please, I want to change over.
So it's not really compulsory we give the exact duration that is on the super.
It's not compulsory now. You know, we are just demonstrating how to do it. Okay, so are we good to go? Now, the next thing we need to look at, very, very important in every website, a website must be responsive. When we say a website responsive means that when you take it to any device, your website should be able to take the device dimension. If you view it on a mobile view, go for a mobile view display. If you view it on a tablet, a tab, you know the size of a tab is small, go for a tab or display. If you view it on a desktop or a laptop, go for that display. So the HTML, CSS will be the property that we use to get that done is called @media query. @media query. Okay, it's called @media query. So that's what we want to quickly look at now before we now continue with go for footer and the rest. So now,
It's done in CSS.
yes, it's done in CSS. @media query is done in CSS, not in HTML. So I believe I can collapse this one now. I can close this guy here. So now this our @media query. We have to bring it inside because the major thing that is scattering in this our website right now, if you look at it very well, if I take it small, it is the video grid that is scattering. Hello, is the video grid that is scattering. When I mean scattering, is not, at least in a, this one can be a mobile size. In a mobile size, I may not want to see everything. Just give me only one image, then bring up the others down so that the image will appear well, the text content will appear well, and everything will be fine. So that's what, if you now go for a tablet, before a tablet, show me 4, all right, but 3 images for a tablet. Then for the bigger screen, which is what your laptop, you give us 4 this thing. Presently I think it's okay like this, but let's go for @media query so that we make proper alignment. So let's go to the video CSS. The video CSS, now we'll pass in our CSS property, which is called the @media query. So let's call it You just pass your art, then you call your what? Your media. This is what we call art media. You can see what this guy is telling us, art media. So art media come with screen size, okay? So that is where you take your what? The dimension of your what? Of your screen. But now, when we say something is a query, hello, meaning you are making use of something like hand. You are checking variety between this size and what? This size. So hand, okay? Or you are taking this size or this side, okay? That's what query is all about. So if I call my art media query, the next thing that you should want me to call is my what? My screen size. If you inspect this now, if you inspect this, you will notice that we have screen size in our inspect. How many of you observe it? When I inspected this now, we have screen size. Look at this is screen size. If I click on it, okay, presently now, you can see I can change the dimension of screen that I want to see here. But if I click on this one, you can see different screen size. Look at iPhone SE, look at iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone, I think SE and 12 Pro, Galaxy Z Fold 5. You can see different sizes of the screen. So these are what we are supposed to have. What presently it is not properly what done. That's why you see I see scattered. But if you take it to the bigger screen, which is responsive, everything what comes out what fine. Okay, but let's get the job done proper. Let's get the job proper. So we have added our art media there. The next thing that I'm going to call here, I'm looking for a maximum size of 750 pixels first. For 750 pixels, what grid that I want to show? Okay, so art media, I'm going to call my max width. For max width, give me I'm looking at 750 watts pixels. 750 pixels. All right. Now the reason why is a CSS property means that I'm supposed to have something like this inside, because every CSS property have what? A curly brace open and what? And close. Okay, this is very tricky. Now every CSS property has a curly brace open and close. That is for the what? The art media. Now what am I talking to? I am talking to a container, because if you look at what is there, what is making that thing scattered is because of the what? The video what? Grid. Where is the video grid now? That's a big die here. This video grid. It collapses everything. So it is this video grid now that is making everything what? Scattered or the way it is. So I want to set what container, how many container do I want to display when it is at a screen size of 750 watt pixels. So I'll copy this. I'll go back to my art media query. I'll call this class here. So I'll set this there. All right. Now we already know that the video grid is a what? A display of what? Of grid, right? Where do we pass it there? Video grid. Look at this, a display of what? Grid. And we now use the grid template column to show what? The amount of what? This thing that we want to show. So because it's a bigger screen, you can see it's having 4. But here, I will shrink it. If it gets to the size of this, give me a grid template column. I want to show only 2. One F arrow, one what? F arrow. If I save this, if you check you may not appreciate the effect yet, but if you check fresh your browser, now let's observe something. By the time I reduce this screen, when you get to that size of 70 pixels, what do you observe? See 750 watt pixels. Hello, Samuel, are you good? So this is 70 pixels. We have been able to get this dimension. So we need to get other what measurement. What if it's not less than this? What will happen? You notice that it's still not okay. If it's less than this, what do you want to, what kind of size is this? What do you want to what to show? Is that okay? So we need to get that. So I think that's a small screenshot. So let's now get a bigger screen. So let's go back to our CSS code. So we are going to call at media what query again. We now want to get the dimension of what of the screen. So the dimension of the screen I'm looking at now. Now there are some screen that is bigger than what 750. Okay, the highest is 1000 pixels. That's what you are seeing. Okay, we are talking about pixels of your screen, but for a percentage is 100%. All right, but it's 1000 pixels in pixels. All right, so what I will need to do now, I need to get the dimension between 751 and 99 what 9. I don't know if you get it. 751 and 999. I need to get. In that case, I want to display only three words, three pictures. So what I'm going to do here, at media query, I will have my mean width. Joy, instead of you to pay attention, you are typing. Mean width 751 pixels. All right, that's my words, my mean width. Okay, then I need to get my max width, right? And another bracket again, max width, let's say 999 what pixels. So you know that I've gotten other bigger word size. So what am I calling again? I'm calling the words, the at media word, the video word grid. Thank you. So I'm going to call grid template word colon. So in this case now, I want to display three. I'll call one F arrow, one F arrow, one F what arrow. If I save this, I go to my browser. All right, by the time you, let's see what's going to happen here. So this is small. This is the size of the screen that I just did. You can see now I have three. Okay, my small screen right now is what? Is 2. Do you get it? My small screen is 2. All right. When I get to this side, that 3 is going to be very common. Turn to 3 instead of 4 previously. Then it remain. This one is a bigger size, so I need to check this one too. 4. So now the next thing we need to check here again for the last guy. So we need to check for a bigger screen. So I'll call my at media words, my at media query. So this time around, I'm looking at the mean, which is going to still be mean. The mean width. The mean width of 1000 watts pixels. As I said, the highest screen is 1000 pixels, so there's no point of calling anything there. Video grid. So what I want to show here, grid template column, one F arrow, one F arrow, one F arrow, one F arrow. I have a question for you guys, and you're going to do it for me. So now, if I save this now, you can see that I've been able to undo the bigger word screen. I've been able to undo a bigger word screen. So you can see my work presently now is responsive. Your site is now what? Responsive. Now question, please, any questions so far?
Sorry. How did you get like that 750 pixel? How did you arrive at it?
Yes, you can come in here. Good question. You can come in here, inspect. That's what I was talking about, the screen size. You can see this dimension. These are the measurements here. can see immediately I do this, everything is what's reducing. But let's look for if I pass the 750 here, let's see what's going to give us 750. So this is the screen dimension. This one should go down now. You can see it. So this one now, look at this now. It has changed to 686. But 750. This is 750. This is 750. You can see now we have gotten it to be 2. And we also check when it's more than 750. If it's past 751, there it should be what? 3. So we have checked 751. And the last guy that we check is what? Is 1000. So you pass it 1000 here, which is what? 4. So we have checked it. You know, we said this is the what? The highest. But the question I want to ask you guys is, we've checked 750, right? What if it is what is it 500? If it is 500, we are having 2. But I want you to check with your Archimeda query if it's 501. Can you do it? How do you compare it?
Sorry, what's the question?
501.
If it's 500, I want it to be 1. You see now, because we make it to be minimal, if you look at the code, when they say something is minimal, when it's a maximum of what, 750, right? So that's all we have to. But the question I'm asking right now is this: I want it to be, if it is 500, instead of it to be seen 2 here, I want it 1.
You write it in the code.
You write it in your what? In your CSS. Now, mind you, if you're writing it yourself, you have to compare, because you already have what? 750. So you have to compare, just like I compare it here. So max width 750 and min width.
So the first one you were meant to write min width of
So max width you can call, in this case now you can call min width
500,
let's say min width. If you say min width of 500, it will not work.
100.
Min width of, because that max is already there, do your comparison from here. So now here now you can have min width, okay, min width of, let's say 100. If there is anything divided, that is 100. Min width 100 and max width of what?
749.
749. They can have your max of what? 750. So that will be min width of 100, max of what? 749. Display 1. So you guys can do that on your own. Abi? Yeah? You can't do it. Okay. Let's get it done. At media, this guy will need to come up because that code need to be executed.
Like size by size, right?
Size, yes. At media, min width, min width. There's anything like 100 pixels, so I don't know. Then and max. Problem. Max of 749. Let's make it 749 so that 500 will be in the range. 749 pixels. So is that? Create glow 1FR.
So if we are creating for a mobile view and a large view, we don't have to create. Are we going to open two different files, CSS files?
No, one CSS will handle it, but you just get all of them. You can see all of these dimensions we're having. We're having a tablet, we're having a desktop, and we have a mobile. So these are the basic devices that we have. You can pass all of them in one CSS.
So can you list them again?
We have your desktop. This is a desktop or your laptop, the size, screen size. We have your tablet size, or you have your mobile size, which is your phone. So you can set to your measurement in your one CSS. Just get your variation, and it's fine. So everything will just take effect. For example, now if you check this one now, what kind of size is this? So let me see for 100. 799, 749. Okay.
1,000. Why is it mean width? I think it's supposed to be max width.
That's the mean now. Our max is already 750 now. So you can't have 750. That's we have said this one to be 750 already. So if you say max of 1,000,
I think the mean width is smaller than max width is bigger.
it's bigger. First in max there, let me see what we're going to have. Max width. We have max here already. You can't have max two times.
But
Hmm?
they have
You say?
different value. They
They
have different value.
have different container element, but you can't have max two times. But let me see what I'm going to have. Sure. I noticed something that, let me see, 1,000. You can see it's not working. You can't have max two times. So it's going to be mean. can see now. I think I have one that is showing 400, 400. I'm still having one showing. I think I'm in 500 now.
586.
586. Okay. I think 749 are we? You can see it. You see it.
For one now.
Eh? Yes, that one FR for that one.
It's between
It's between 100 and 749. That's what we have here now. 100. Where is it again? 100. 100 and 749. And that is 730. This is 730 that we have here. This is 730. If you increase it more, this one is 750. I don't know if you are getting it. This is 748. 748 is giving me one. So please, that's how to get your screen size. So you can see now this site is responsive. Gabriel, are you there? Is he there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can see that this site is responsive. All right, now let's now. But what I want to do, I want to add a footer here. They will have we just have to learn how to add footer.
If you want to get one file, you have to go and adjust it. You
Yeah.
can adjust it here and get one file.
Yeah.
It's
Hello, sir.
cannot go multiplying.
No, I think that screen has the minimum of that size. That tablet, that's the minimum it can do. Yes, Godwin, I'm with you.
Hello, sir. I can't hear you, sir.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
I have a question, sir.
Okay.
Sir, is it actually compulsory you make use of when it comes to the minimum media screen size? Is it compulsory you make use of because you actually make use of, or just assumed the lowest one you used there was 100 to 740 something? Is it compulsory you make use of such numbers or what?
And this one is not compulsory. It's just we that just brought it in. No, this one is not compulsory. We just try and see so that you know how to get those measurements. What is compulsory here? 750 is compulsory. 751 and 999, at least that's one, is compulsory. Then this 1000 pixel is compulsory. Remember I said the highest value is what? Is 1000. So if you have gotten the highest value, any like they bring mainframe for you, it is now the screen, the CSS will not take the size of that mainframe, because I have somebody in abroad do. So when he display this thing on his own screen, okay, it's like a mainframe, all those 100 and something inches screen. He just give him like 6 images. We gave him maximum of what, 4. So that's why this one that you have here, once you set your 1000, any size, the thing will what? It will expand by itself and give them their size. But make sure you get the lesser screen, like the mobile and the tab.
Okay, sir.
Alright, so we say we want to add something to our program. So this is our program, which is a footer. Okay, it's just for us to learn from it. Then we now add some things in the header. So for me to add footer, are we here now? So I want to collapse this guy here. I hope if I'm talking about collapse, I'll collapse this guy here. So my footer should come down. So I expect you to go and check templates that you have, all those HTML CSS template. Go and be inspecting them. So you'll be seeing some things to learn from it too. From what you have gotten here, if you see them, you're able to say, okay, this is that. So what I want to do here now, I will now use div. I'll use footer. Abi, I'll use a footer what? A footer container. Is that okay? I will use a footer. Is also a div. Is also everything is a container. So, it's still a container too. So all those things is just nomenclature, naming convention. So that main is a container too. So that you not get confused of div everywhere. I don't know if you get.
There is container.
Hmm?
There is container.
Container is a class now. Those that you see that they will say main a class, they will now put container in code. That's a class now. They will now go to the CSS and call that container class, be styling it. So the main thing there, you can have a footer, article, session, you have a nav, so people call nav bar. All of these they are container, but container that you've called that is inside a container is a class. Is that okay? All right, so we can give this guy a class of let me just use the name that this person called here now, container B. I'm giving you a class of what? Of container. Now inside this our container, I don't know what I would do here. Should I call it let's pass it inside URL. Let's give it URL. Let's call UL. All right, other list. So inside UL we're having what? Li, Abi. So we're having, I don't know, let's divide this footer into 2 sections. Abi, these people are just looking at me. You guys have done some weeks in this course. You should also be understanding some logic. Let's divide this footer into 2. We have 2 containers. So I'm going to have the first div, right? So let's call this one div 1. Abi. So let's have another div here. Okay. So this one, let's call this one div what? Div what? 2, Abi. So remember, I will not do all those things again. I will just go straight to the point. Now, for this guy, okay, to appear, if you refresh my browser, quite alright, you're going to see them there. Okay, if you refresh my browser, you're going to see them there. Yes. You're going to see them at the bottom, but it's very awkward right now. Right? So the first thing I'm going to call in here, let me call this one according to Joy, because I know Joy have seen containers somewhere. That's why I'm calling container. So you know that this is a what? Is a class. A class. Is a class. It's not a container element too. Is a class. This guy is smiling already. Well, he'll not go and get everything. Say it's Mr. Emmanuel. It's not me. So what we'll do now, for us to be very good with our job, let's create a style here, Abi. Let's call it footer, Abi. Let's call it footer.what? Footer.css. Okay. I will see how to link it, right? But let's place our container there first. So this guy now, let's give it a background color. I don't know if YouTube background container is black, but we are giving our own a background. Should we give it a background color of black? What kind of color is that one? Is it you that? Is it you that want to be doing that one? It's not me and you. Eh? It's not me and you. Blue.
What about like chalk?
Yes, it's your own. Black.
Not black, but like
Like what? Gray.
And let the content, let the text color be wheat color.
Weed.
Wheat.
Wheat. Eh. Me, I've not seen that one before. Well, let's follow Joy. Grey, Abby. Mhm. So you should know that it will not show right until I linked it. Somebody asks you that you're the one that did this thing from scratch, they will not believe you. They will think you copied the code from somewhere. Abby? Sorry. Hello? Good morning, sir. Fine, sir. Yes, I'm in the class. Who is talking? Okay, okay. I'm in the class now. Maybe later. All right, sir. Yes, sir. So footer.css. Okay. So gray color, wonderful. Can see our wonderful footer. So now, let me ask a question here. How do I split this thing? Mm,
It's like give it space.
yes, you know even space safe. It should be horizontally display.
Like
You
beside each
you
other.
do test align.
The display.
Hmm?
Change the display
Change
of
display to what?
grid.
Grid. So if you are using
No.
grid, so what will you now call? No, you can use grid and you can use flex. Let's chat. If you are using grid, what will you now call?
A display of
The flex direction is going to be what's this thing called? Something
colors.
color. Is it
These guys are funny, man.
flex direction?
You're asking this one. This one is talking rubbish. He said color. How can color be like this? This is row now. This is horizontal. Column is like this.
Row. Flex direction is going to be row.
Eh, but if you are using flex, we said that flex by default is row. So you don't need to call flex direction row again now. But if you are using grid, after you've gotten your you get your display of grid, you can now call your grid template row, not column now. Okay. Oh. So I have my wonderful footer. Let's go back to our great footer. Um, so I'm going to give the display of what according to Raymond, Abi Raphael, a display of what flex. So if I give it a display of flex, I should be in a very good shape. You can see now. All right, but they are together, Abi. Uh, let's get the test color. Let me call the color, Abi. Color of what? White. What do you call it? Spell it.
UHEAT.
This kind.
Then
Oh,
give the background color black. It's going to be nice.
background color black. You know, ladies are the one that knows color. Me, I don't know how to combine color. Like someone that was calling red. Who called red just now? Someone. What is Ailala? Ugu. Oh, back red everywhere. Please, oh, another thing again, go and learn color combination. Oh, very important. Okay, I think she's okay. So, how do we now split it? Justify content. Should I use space between or let's use overly now or evenly safe so that to be at the center? You know, if you use space between, very long. Thank you. So, evenly. Do I have evenly here? Space evenly. Space evenly will be at the center. I'm sure of that. Do you see what we have now? So the next thing I'm going to have here, I want my footer to be very large. Okay, I'll get the height right. Let's set the height to be what kind of height should I give this now? If I say 500, is that not too big? Or let's say 200 pixels. It's too big, Abby.
You can put it 100.
100. But this color is where is weird kind of.
It's 100 what?
It's on.
This is 100.
Maybe I won't face it or refresh.
Or maybe I didn't save it.
Yes. 100 is too big. 75 or
50
50.
is okay.
50 is okay, Abby.
Yes.
But this is not bad though.
Sir?
This is not for a footer.
It's too much.
But this your color, this black color is no.
Giving it some
I said you should use red.
white.
Red,
Try white.
okay.
So let's use a color. This is so that we pick color variation.
This way is
Yeah, nah, is he saying it? Let me see. So this one on top of this one will it be okay?
We need to change it.
The text color.
We need to change this.
But this one is fair now.
yes. Just want to change it.
Mm. So let the text color be black.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now let's deal with our div. I think there's a way there's a place we set our margin to be 0, Abby.
General or
The general, Abby.
right.
Let me see what is in that general again.
Part is body.
The body will set to be 0.
I think it's A or
There is padding left, padding right. Padding right is not supposed to be there now. Let me see what's going to happen because I noticed something is going on there. Better.
So what
I noticed something was going on there. Let me comment it out. There's a space there. There's a space here.
okay, now that angle.
But it's not making it look good to me. Yes.
There's a space between
Yes. Yes, there's a space. No, this edge, that edge part, there's a space there. It's not flowing through. So comment the padding right. It's not needed, please.
in general.
In general. So you can see now that a side should be like this. A side should be like this. All right, so what we do now, we have our container there, but nothing is inside presently. Let's go back here. So what I'm going to place here, this place, you know, some footer, they will have the image, the logo of the company at the other side. They now have about the company down. Then at this other side, they have some quick link. Some quick copyright is always horizontal. Down, quick link. So let's get that one. Hope this thing is not becoming. I want you guys to view yourself as if you are building a full project. So I have. So this one now, I'll put image here, right? I'll put image here. So what image that carry? Which image that we used to carry? Is it YouTube Is it logo? I need to go to icon, Abby. Is it inside icon?
Yes. Icon
YouTube logo. Okay. So let's pass in a style there. Or we should call the style that we have for it before, Abby. You can call the style that you have for something before. So you can say a class of what kind of style do we have for it before? I hope these guys are not confused here. The YouTube logo, what was the class that we gave it? Please, someone should check. YouTube logo, we gave it a class of YouTube what? Logo. Abby? That's what we're going to call in the footer now. So that I don't need to go and be styling again. YouTube words logo. So if I save this,
no,
if I save this, let's see what I'm going to have. So what do you observe? Is appearing here. That means we have to, there's a lot of things that we still need to do here. We have to go back here on this our footer CSS. I think evenly is not good. If I say space around, let's see what space around will give us. Space around is still giving the same thing. Let's just go for space between, Abby. I want the logo to be at the edge side of it. Space, yes, the edge of this side, not the. Yeah, if it's okay here. Okay. So now what I will need to do now, how do we shift this thing? How do we shift? You know it's at the edge now. How do I place it at the middle of the container? Of the footer. Organic composition. Oh, yeah. Transfer content cannot work. Align items. But let's see if it will work. So let's call.
So why would I use position?
Hmm?
Why would I use position?
Position. You can't use position now because this container. You can't use position because that's a container, and that container we've not give it a position wherever before. It's just a div that is inside there. You know we've not passed anything inside. We are still talking to the container class. We've not gone to what's there. So what I will need to do now is let's see what align item will give us. Align items. If I say align item center, let's see what this guy is going to give me. You can see it's now the center of the container. Okay, so I think am I okay with that? All right, another thing is a write up. I want to appear at the bottom, Abby.
Can we have the right top at the top of the YouTuber?
Hmm?
Can we have the right top at the top of that?
No, write up is always coming at the bottom. The logo will be at the top. Write up will come at the bottom. So let's have. So if I want to pass a write up there now, I'll call my p words tag, Abby. So I need to give this guy a class. I may not give it a class. It should be in a very good shape like this. But let's say let me give this guy Lorem. Give me. Let's just put rubbish there, Abby. Lorem give me this is AI. Lorem give me 30 character. So if I save this, so you notice something here. When I call Lorem give me 30 character, it flows down to this place. All right. The reason is because this guy is not having a fixed width yet. Okay, that's the div itself. He's not having a fixed width. He's just enjoying himself. All right. So if I give this guy a class, let's give this guy a class of YouTube about or let's say YouTube words, YouTube info hyphen info. So I'll come in here. So I can set height for this guy now. Sorry, width. I'll give this one a width of, if I give it 200 pixels, so let's give it 300 pixels. 300 pixels should be cool for us. $300, and this one is nothing yet. Okay, so let's now give this guy, let's give this guy a class, right? Let's give this guy a class of short link, right? Quick link. Let's give it quick link. I just chipping this one inside, a class of cheap quick link. So what I will do here, I will give this one I hope you know this thing now. This container, listen though. This container, let's give this container, we gave this container a display of what? Flex, right? Then we'll now give it a height of a height of this 100 pixels. So what I'm looking at is this. How do we now talk to the two divs inside? This is our first div, this is our second what? Our second div. This one now that we are looking at what is a flex. Alright, so what I will just pass in here, I'll give this guy flex what? If I give this guy flex 1, I hope you guys are not forgetting what you've learned in the past. If I give this guy flex 1, if I give this guy flex 1, I expect this guy to take more size than this one. But what's going on? Okay. YouTube info. YouTube info, the image is inside, right? Let me see. No, now. Okay, this is YouTube info. The image is inside here. Then I have quick link. I have quick link.
I try to make the other div.
Bigger. I think it's flex 1 now. We give this guy a display of flex. This is okay now. So I did save it before.
So why is the last word outside of the
Because it's too much.
Because the height, if you increase the height of the container,
The heights. Should I make the heights
120 or 150.
150? Are we? So, but presently, right now, I think we still need to talk to the YouTube info, right? let's get our proper font. Font size 12 pixels. Font family. Are you sure this person is in this class?
I'm here, sir.
Okay,
I'm here.
we'll go to slash what area. So the next guy, font weight. Is that going to give it weight? Or we should leave it like that? Or we should give it, should we give it weight?
What is the
Font weight is the boldness, bold or thick. And let's leave it like, we don't need that thing to be thick. So the next thing we should call, we've called our font family, font size. Okay, I think that's okay for that guy there. Yep.
is it not too small?
Hmm?
Font size, is it not too small?
It's not too small. It's just that let's have a line height, Abby, so that it will not be clumsy. Line height. Bring a line height of, let's say, 5 pixels. 5 pixels is wonderful. Big problem. If I say 20 pixels, okay, I think this one is cool. Better. Are we okay? So the next thing now is this guy here. So now this place now I want to have, like, I will have a header like contact us. So that they will now talk about form. Then the next one that we are going to look at is you can have video previews. So in that video previews or video gallery, we'll handle that with what? With table. Couple places in table and we are good. So now let's get that link done. I need to go back to this now. So the first thing I'm going to pass in here is should I call it H1? Let's call it, no, H1 will be too big. H3, Abby, yeah. H3, let's say quick what? Quick link. So the first thing that I'm going to get here, I want this quick link to be arranged in a UL. So I'll call my UL. So the L1, I'll call my anchor. Remember we said anchor is for what? For link, right? So this should be for what? About.html. So let's call the text should be what? About. So said out. Abby, I'll duplicate this, Abby. Oh, problem. That should be shift out 1. This should be contact. This should be what? Preview. So I'll call this one contact.what? HTML. Then it should be what? Preview, Abby. Preview the what? HTML. So what I'm going to have here, I'm going to have what? Contact what? Us. Then it should be video previews. Video previews. Said? Please let me stop so that you guys should type. Because since
I'll save this. Let's see what. Okay, is that list that I used to do that dot?
but I don't want that dot. Remember I told you guys how to remove it. So how do I remove it? So not to waste time, go to your footer, call the li, That is element now. So I'm going to call list what? List style. Set your list style to be what? To be none. Alright. But is it okay like this? I want it to shift.
Yeah, I want to ask that. Can we not move it?
Yes.
You cannot imagine that.
Can come margin.
Yes.
God, you say something, right?
Yeah, the quick link is not arranged with the other one down.
So what I need to do there now? What div? That div now. What is the div called?
Is it container or it's
What's the div? What's the class? The class is quick link, right? So let me go and look for quick link. This is the quick link class. So margin what? Margin left. So what pixels are we giving it?
75, 50. Can still move it to the
Make it 100.
should still go for 1,000.
100, Abby. So what I want to do here, I want to, you know what to do now? I want to underline this guy,
What
the header. That header, what do we use to carry that header is H1, Abby. H3. So let me just call the element direction. That's what text what? Text decoration. So underline. So we just added this for practice purpose, so that in case you are seeing people's websites, you will not see. Let's see if this is responsive. Is our footer responsive? The text is much.
Remove
Can
part of
increase
the
the
text.
height of
The height of the what?
the height.
Hmm? Okay, let's increase the height of the footer. Abi.
But we can use, instead of that height, can't we use padding so
Okay,
it
pad
will,
it.
if you contain everything as you increase
Yes, 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 yes. Uh, where's what was overflowing there is the write up, right?
the height
That write up is what? Well,
too much.
the write up is
P.
what do we use to handle that write up? Is P.
Yeah, paragraph.
So let me just give it a class of ABT. Abi?
Yes.
You guys are not talking like. Well, if just and I've to me I've not done anything. Have I done anything? So padding to me I've not done anything. No. Padding left. Let's say padding left. Okay, just stop, Abi. Top. Top. Let's say 8 pixels. Is 8 pixels okay? It's too small. 10 pixels. You know, padding is not the same thing as the other guy. Then padding bottom 10 pixels, right? This is beautiful. Beautiful. My programmers. So this is cool. Very, very cool. Cool. All right, let me allow you to copy the code. I think I'm very happy for today's class. I think 11:21. All right, let's copy the code. Please let me fast with the code. So the only thing that you need the HTML.
Then we take the footer to the beginning.
Can we
Say
How do you call Lorem and what do you call it?
lorem.
Yes.
Lorem. Type it together, then put 20 there. Put any character.
Okay, any
Just type it lorem, then put your character there. I think it's 30 character I gave that. Please, oh, you have. Joy, you're not working again. Eh? You're tired. And you want to do program. You don't need to be tired. You have to be strong. Until you have achieved some certain understanding before you can say, okay, let me rest a bit. So I've seen. Are you on GitHub?
Yes.
What are you doing on GitHub?
I want to push my work.
So they have told you about repos, Abby, for you to get a
There's like
tech job. Yeah? You are pushing code that you don't understand. I have error.
no, not this one though.
Yeah, what are you pushing there?
The one I showed you. They say you're going to help me work.
Are you through it?
Yeah, I've done it.
Please let me see the browser later. Hmm? If you have done it, that's good. Okay, so please let me round up this class. Raphael, are you good? What's the name of it? Godwin, are you still with us? Hello?
Hello, sir. I can't hear you at all.
Okay, I think it's my son. Can you hear me now? Hello, Godwin. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. What we are going to do now. Now, I want to do something here. How do you make this to be here, Samuel? You see this YouTube logo that we have here? There is a space here. How do you make it to be at the edge?
How do we make it?
To be at this edge here, to touch this place, not here. Eh? You set that margin. That place is margin left, right? Set the margin left to be 0. I think that YouTube, we handle that YouTube with that YouTube logo. Where do we put it inside? Okay, we gave it a class of what? YouTube logo. So let's go back to the footer.
We'll call it inside the footer.
Yes, we call it inside the footer. Let's pass margin left there. Yeah? Have I? There's no YouTube logo yet.
So we called it out from edge. So we have to go and call
Ah.
it inside footer now.
If I call it, we affect the other one. So what we are going to do is this. Listen though, another learning process again. Passing something here. Passing something here. Where is it? I'll pass it something here. I can say SM. Okay? This guy is looking at me. If I pass in XM here, that means I need to call this guy and call this guy. So
So what is the essence of that SM?
SM means I don't want whatever will pass here to affect this other one. So I will now come here, go to my style. So I'll call it SM. So if sorry, it's a class, have you? So no, it's SM. I'm calling margin left. Set it to be 0. So do you know what? Do you know why I did that? If I have just come on this YouTube logo class, it will just shift here. I don't want this one to be affected. I just want only this one. You know this YouTube logo? Sorry. This YouTube logo is already a class. I will use it up there for our header. If I go and call it and I put margin left, it will affect that one there. So for it not to affect that one, that's why I put a value here, which is also a class. Then I went to the footer CSS. I called the class, which is what XM. I make the margin to be what? Left to be 0.
You can call
Yes. So you can add, in case you want to add any feature to another class, it's not advisable for you to add it to the main class whereby it will affect everything. You can just add something in it, then call the class, passing what you want to pass in there.
Sha, please go back to the YouTube.
Okay.
Yes, that's what happened here. Hmm? So you see now.
Sha, please go back to the code. YouTube HTML code.
Huh?
YouTube HTML code. YouTube logos. Yes.
So, sir, is it only SM that is a short code for it or what?
No, you can pass it, you can call it anything. No, me, I just call it SM.
Okay, you can call it anything. You can write
Anything.
AI.
AI, any value, is still your name is conventional.
I thought it's only SM.
No, 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 no.
So
Is
instead of you
That's
going
why
to
he
your
has that. What
CSS
is
and
doing over SM?
increasing it there,
Godwin, you said?
I said, there are times that you try to go back to your CSS and start putting your margin left, margin right. Instead of
Mm.
us going through those stress, we just put in that, what's it called?
Yes, which is going to be a new class. Then you style the class.
Yes.
All right. I'm rounding up now, man. Let's make.
So if you come
Are
to
we okay?
this not really this one, right? This one already that footer head.
Oh, yes, she.
The footer head.
She now.
And it's not touching up below.
You are saying she. Ah, talking on a move, sha.
And it took you can move. It's really fine. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Just write it. Because you
What this thing they do? What
this one.
this?
Boy.
Sha, please can you go to your browser?
It's touching the it's touching the
Sir, my own YouTube this thing. My own this thing is not touching the footer.
This
The like the top
the
of it.
top.
Yeah.
Mm. Check your footer class. Check the size of this. The footer height. That's container height. You know it's 150 pixels. Is it what you have?
It's 150.
So what you are saying now is taller than it.
No, it's not touching
footer head. Like the up.
the up.
The way it's touching up now.
Okay, you're having
Yeah, there's
There's space.
space.
and you can correct that one now. Convert the margin top to be 0. So just you now you are calling that SM now. Margin top, make it 0. So you are adding margin top 0 to it. All right, please, I'm giving you assignment for the about. Work on the about yourself. Please work on the video preview yourself.
The about. So
Yeah,
if you click on the about, it's gonna take us to another
a page. Please listen to what I want to say. Oh. When you click on the about, the header should go with it.
Which header?
This header should go with it.
Okay, we want to put the
let me do one example first so that somebody will not say Mr. Emmanuel is not explain something. Where's my header? That's head that I call it, Abby. This div here. I'll copy this guy. So I'll create a file here called, sorry, is it working? Margin top 0 SM, but your SM, the other one is going to the edge. There's something there. There's a space there. So let me call contact.html. So I said I want this guy to go with it. All right, the header. So presently now, if you click on this, what are you having? Problem. It's a problem. So what I will copy, I'll go to the, all these are not linked now somewhere. Okay, hope we are okay. So I'll come in here, I'll call this one, go back to this guy, and again something is also missing here too. What's missing here? Something is missing there. So let me call shift 1, I'll press enter. What's this? So on top here, I'll call it what? Contacts, Abby. No, it's contact I'm doing. No, you are doing about by yourself. Contacts, then the header or the link, Abby, to come in here. So the next thing now is this header here. The header start and end here. So we should be in a very good shape. So now you can see that I'm going from my, this is my home, I went to my words, contacts. I need to go back to my home, Abby. So what I will do here, I want to use this guy, this logo here, to go back to home. So I'll go to my, that YouTube logo. Where is it here? This one, Abby. So what I need to pass, I'll just pass in the anchor tag. I'll pass in the A tag here. All right, then I'll pass in, I think the home should be youtube.html, Abby. youtube.html. So what I will do, I'll move this guy. All right, I'll move this guy inside. Just press your alternate, then you move it. So I want to move this guy inside. Oh, you cannot move like that. So let me just copy it. So I'll paste it here. Cut it. Then I'll paste it here. Okay. If I save, go back to your site. If you refresh. So what are you observing? If you put your link here, what are you seeing down there? You are seeing YouTube what? HTML. You click on it, you are back to your main page. So if you click on this, you are in your about, click on this, you are back to your what? To your main page. So but I want to do some logic here, Abby. I want to bring in a form here. All right, so see, I have should we take this into the next class? Form. So please,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Godwin, this your yes sir is very fast.
From Lagos.
It's, it's very very fast. So I'm going to take this into next class. But next class I will only deal with form. Then probably in that next class we'll start bootstrap. Is that okay? We'll start bootstrap in that next class. So let me just give you, you can copy your code here. the contact HTML. It's just to go to the other side, copy and paste it. But make sure you have gotten your skeleton. Hmm?
Sheet one. Is this class on record to allow you to do?
So